more often than not, we allow other people to dictate our actions and our decisions, but in reality, we should be able to do what we want to do. Obviously, to a certain extent. And what I mean by allowing others to dictate our actions and decisions is the fact that we try so hard to gain others' validation that we end up losing the type of person that you are in the process. You know what I mean? People try so hard to fit in. People try so hard to look like somebody they're not, to act like somebody they're not, to be somebody they're not, and that's kind of what really damages who you are. That really kind of ruins the whole purpose of the uniqueness of people and the importance of everyone being so different from each other. As humans, as people, and maybe more for younger people, we tend to seek others' validation and find that to be one of the more important things to us. And that's kind of what kills a lot of us. Like, not actually kills, but like from the inside. You try so hard to feel validated by somebody else that in doing so, you're just not really feeling validated from yourself. And I feel like that's the most important thing. You want to be validated by yourself more than anybody else. But most people don't realize that. So they'd rather just like put it this way, like there's so many things in this world that you would never do, you would choose not to ever do, never want to do, never would try. And then there's so many people in this world that would do those things that you don't want to do. So then, let's say you're with those people, obviously they're going to try to ask you to do what they're doing. And you might not feel safe about it, you might not feel comfortable about it, but then you see the look on their faces and you see how they're going to talk about you, and you're like, damn, like, these are the only people that like are talking to me, these are the only people I talk to. I can't just like make them think I can't be one of them or something like that, you know what I mean? And you seek the validation so hard that you do something you never would have thought you would have ever done in your life. And then it causes you to just, it messes you up mentally, it messes you up physically, like, just seeking someone else's validation is like, it's so damaging to someone, but it's something that everybody does, and it's not good, obviously. And like, yeah, of course, sometimes it's okay to want to feel validated from somebody else or want to feel validated in certain situations, but in most cases, this validation from somebody that you're seeking, it's not something that you need. You don't need anybody else's validation. You don't need anybody else's opinions. You don't need to care about what everybody else is thinking or what everybody else wants you to do. You should do what you want to do, and you should do what you feel like validates yourself. You should always just be yourself, you know? So like, just don't be seeking other people's validation. Realize that you are the way that you are for a reason, and what you want to do doesn't matter to anybody else. Stop trying to think about other people, like, and what they think about you. Yeah, it's good to care about other people, but when it comes to making your decisions, don't base it off of how someone else is going to feel about you, or what someone else is thinking, or how someone is judging you, because you want their validation. Forget about that. Forget about somebody else's validation, because that can really affect you that could affect others around you, because you might be doing too much. You might be doing way too much to get other people's approval, and that's just sometimes it doesn't just affect you. So y'all gotta think about that. It's always good to do what you want to do. So I'm just here to spread some advice. Obviously not to tell you what to do, but just to get it in your heads how unimportant others' validation to you is. Like, you really do not need to worry so much about gaining that from anybody else. As long as you feel validated within yourself, then you're good. You do whatever you want to do. You can live your life, but don't let other people control you. Don't let anybody control your actions, your feelings, your emotions, nothing like that, just because you want to feel validated by them. Because at the end of the day, they do not care. Like, to put it straightforward, like, just think about it. If you're trying so hard to feel validated by somebody and it's not, and it seems to not be working, that person does not care, and you need to learn to not care about their validation. Stop seeking that from anybody else. What's most important is being true to yourself, feeling validated by yourself, because at the end of the day, that's what you're truly seeking. It might not seem like it, but if there's people around you that make you feel unimportant or anything around that area without their validation and without like doing what they would normally do, then those aren't your people. Those aren't the people that you need to be around. You should realize that there's people out there that will not make you feel that way, because at the end of the day, you do not need to base your decisions and actions and whatnot off of other people, because that could really get you hurt. That could really mess you up mentally, physically. You never know. Of course, if you fully trust that person and like whatnot, like, it's okay. But to seek validation from anybody else, I'm gonna keep saying it, I'm very repetitive, do not do that. You do not need to seek it. You do not need anybody else's validation to be yourself. Just be yourself, and whoever you are, you're perfect. That's it. Whoever you are and want to be, you are that person. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Peace out, guys.